Let's take a breath together. Let yourself arrive here. Not in a rush, not in effort, but in presence. Over the past few episodes, we've been on a journey of coming home to yourself, to your voice, to your truth. We've explored what it feels like to recognize that there is more, to begin listening to that quiet voice within, to move through doubt, overthinking, hesitation, to take small steps, even when they don't feel fully ready, and you feel a trembling inside. And along the way, you've also heard from guests in conversation with me about what happens when a woman says yes to herself, yes to the whisper, yes to the nudge, yes to the calling. And you've heard what becomes possible when she allows herself to be supported. Today, I want to bring it all together in this episode. You see, there's a core truth here that I want you to know because it is true. You are not becoming someone new. You're coming home to who you truly are. When you understand that, everything begins to shift. Over the years, through my own journey and through the women that I've supported as a coach and a mentor, in retreats, in one-on-one coaching, in group coaching, in corporate settings where I facilitate workshops and seminars, in communities around the world, supporting communities through my nonprofit work, I've begun to notice a pattern, a pathway, not rigid, not linear, but real. And I call it the soul-aligned life. And I've even created what I call the soul-aligned life framework. It's a way of living. I live by it. It's a way of returning. It serves me. It's a way of becoming grounded in who you are and expressing that to the world. Expressing that which is truly you in the world. Not what someone else said you should be, or what seemed to be right, or what's popular, but what is here to be expressed through you, who you are in the world. There are 3 core movements or 3 pillars in this framework. The first pillar or core movement is the reconnect pillar. And that is where you come home to self. This is where everything begins. Returning to yourself, returning to your body, returning to your truth, returning to your voice, letting go of who you thought you had to be because of conditioning or society, and just remembering, yes, not learning, remembering who you are. Then the second core pillar is the discover your purpose or take aligned action in this pillar. It's the realign pillar. And from that place of connection, you begin to hear the call. You begin to recognize what is asking to be expressed through you, as you. Yes. Instead of waiting for perfect clarity, you begin to move. You begin to take action gently, honestly, yet in alignment. Then there is the third pillar. This is the pillar from which you live and serve with impact. And many women ask me time after time, how do you just do what you do in the world? How is it that you've created this and you've achieved that? This is the rise pillar. From here, you begin to live differently. You begin to show up differently because you're listening, you're connected, you're grounded, and you're paying attention, noticing, hearing the call, listening to the whispers. You show up not from pressure, not from proving, but from purpose. You see, there are many who say, what is your goal? And we set a high, lofty goal. But when you're living from purpose, purpose tells you what is the thing to do. Yes. You begin to serve. Serve others, not in the way that you've been serving before. Not serving from obligation. You begin to lead. Yeah. Not as a role that you were given, but lead from purpose. You begin to create impact, not by forcing or pushing, but by taking every step on purpose in a way that feels true to you. Even if no one else understands it, it feels true to you. It's aligned, it's grounded in truth and in purpose. This isn't just an idea. This is how it lives. It lives in real life. Your life, my life. This is lived experience. I live it every day. It's what I guide women through from experience, from spending time with Spirit, from listening, from taking the actions, making the turns, going through the valleys, climbing the mountains. Yes. It's what I go through daily as women reconnect with themselves, as they rediscover their voice, as they take action on what matters, and as we begin to share that with the world. Life feels differently. And this is why I've created different spaces for this journey, because not everyone is ready to enter from the same opening. And so for some women, it begins in community. in spaces like My Sister's Circle, a private Facebook community in which you get seen, supported, and reminded that you are not alone. For others, it deepens through more personal support like one-on-one coaching, through my coaching services, through intimate conversations, and through being guided as you navigate your next steps. And for those who feel called to step away from the noise of everyday life, that's where my retreats come in. Sacred spaces to rest, to reflect, to rise, and sometimes even to explore. For example, one of the upcoming explorations, adventures that I'll be taking women on is a climbing Kilimanjaro, Mount Kilimanjaro. Yes. And that sounds like a big, lofty goal. What's most important in that is the journey that we will go through until and beyond Kilimanjaro. This might be something that you feel inspired to take a look at. I'd love to hear from you. So here, the journey expands into service from these sacred spaces, from these journeys that I take women on. It expands into impact, into giving back in ways that feel meaningful. Through work such as the work we do with Links Across Borders, my nonprofit organization that supports children's education here in Ghana. None of these are separate. They're all expressions of the same journey. Through coaching, through retreats, through community, through adventures, we're on the same journey. Yes. Homecoming to self. Let me offer you this gentle truth that I've been offering in several episodes up until now. Just because you don't see the full path doesn't mean you're not being called. As you're listening in this moment, you are being called. Notice what's happening in your heart. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Notice. Don't push it away. Don't stuff it down. Just notice. And you don't have to figure it all out today either. So, if something in you has been stirring, if you have been recognizing yourself in these conversations over these past episodes, I want to invite you to take a next step with me. You can begin by joining me inside My Sister's Circle or private Facebook community for connection, reflection, and support. You could also download, I've created a simple gift for you, a homecoming reset. There's a link there for you to get that. This homecoming reset is to help you slow down, reconnect, and begin listening more deeply. In fact, after I created it, I went through it myself and really felt that this was a meaningful experience. And so it's my gift to you. I hope that you will click on the link and download it. You'll find the link in the show notes. Start there. Let it be simple. Let it be real. In closing, I want to thank you for walking this part of the journey with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for reflecting. Thank you for being open to what is possible. I'm hoping to hear from you. I'm Sylvia Morrison. This is Homecoming to Self, the journey. Until next time, stay rooted, stay open, and keep coming home to you. If something you heard stirred your heart, I invite you to join My Sister's Circle, a private Facebook community for midlife women. This is a sacred space in which we slow down, reconnect, and rebuild confidence in community.